Introducing Kenny Rose Wireless. Switch to Kenny Rose Wireless and enjoy streaming without buffering, communication with no lagging, business without restrictions, and achievements with no limits. Get connected today. For enquiry, sales, and support, contact us on 020-8288.
Weekend is any weekend of football.
Yeah.
And Sunday the only baby even starting from Saturday. Saturday open show na no akufi Ghana Premier League na no boni akohoma. Na Saturday na mini big David Abag na se Kotoko bibia. Omo hold this brand here no. He killed Kotoko Saturday. Her first good or the one of man Sasuliano. What you know, Juma Bruta, or the new advert. But now advert a chat one, or you know, Juma
start times.
And they have the defender now, who's supposed to be the most experienced, the organizer at the back, and yes, I'm mistaken. What did David Abagna and the general now, on any fight for the boy? You don't make such a mistake. And the most experienced defender from Kotoko on that night let them down. And our committees are mistaken now. David Abagna the ball to watch them. 18 na Abagna show. And now Momo the teachers and Kotoko by 2-1. Then so the World Cup. There was a particular reason to for cars yem breaky a leaks in Nina before the World Cup in Beshasi. To be quite frank, and runner has a ball. But has a game no. Some men the same time near year opening ceremony of the World Cup. It's when you my attention call has for game no so sa. Time be a message biano na game you could break first half me so she ba say no na higher point sa. It my said nya attention for has for game no but it's only normal. Any agene say game no Ghana Premier League no e could break na for the full attention no and so be call World Cup na yetimi ashase no so and some bebre honum on sade no e ba na ehu benya bebru ya na aye normal aye ordinary internal opening ceremony amanfo ka but sikani ya dia simple but fair simplicity but fair but omo ya opening ceremony ni wie no and omo di ugly football etato
okay baba so na ya hwe ni nyina Christian won sam na bigi boko de
nyame adom boko
weekend no so ko ye
oh nyame adom nkwa yes na se Christian ka David Abagna asem andi okotamale na ohun de we omusi value David Abagna menya sure say Messi crowd fans watamale cha Abagna
sao
I'm telling you me say last season Kotokoni arti me kotamale
okay
na so be kaya satana no ma kwa afcon na bana David Abagna prano
yes
entina from afcon na to time omo bo Kotoko na omo bo
okay
enti omo be Kotoko game no ebisi o wonya fit omo ebisi o wonya fit obebo oka squad no ebisi on kan enti omo be warm up no players di nyina ba pitch so first no ni nyamae Kotoko for ne call first and our team for the ball later. Our team for no be by na Abagna mai. Ntomo ye warm up na no mu se we PF ase ono nko and oba. Na the whole stadium. Obi a sorry no mo bom nsem say pa no be team star man. Okay. Our stadium ho. And it's not just by fluke. A brand the performance. Our done do a pitch and so no. And no na mo nya that kind of love and they am player no. Not just because David Abagna Debbie. When you get to RTU, no wonder he's the captain. Like he commands everything on the field of play. Oh my born here different. Onima born here different. So for David Abagna there, I think the least said about him the better. The player has proven he has a lot of quality. Our the body are promoting Ghana football and on one kasane home. So Kotoko there. Yeah, game do, but I believe it was a very good weekend for everybody who loves football. World Cup no so share finally and officially but kata there no na me hu ade kontia enye hosting and komo World Cup ni bi da no no na me te ase
okay well it's here Ramu straight night World Cup nsem and sweat me asha say help you 95.7 FM show us sound so live on Facebook Pure FM TV on Facebook sound so and on TV no one HD TV other affiliates ni be do bi ase say anope maji atuma mu ne esu edijuma say medical ka no ye no na edijuma ntu ko Facebook no amensa aka comments no World Cup opening ceremony say and osi hu no say unso ahwe bia ye be yini nyina ambo hu say ne ma ensu esiete ye sha say na enu a opening ceremony no etare other romance no na ye ram with say the opening ceremony ensu etine cause by Christian what a colorful event from Qatar for no lightning Saturday na me yi SFs ni bi for what to expect and of course this was what happened. So the other screen is which was a stadium lights they don't do ni nyina and omo so light was also omo other lights no ne omo stadium phone lights no any so and a colorful event and the whole of Qatar and so escalates to the rest of the world. In videos ni any pictures. Na Chris, we need to comment about opening ceremony.
Oh, the who say simple but colorful so we ka kan no. Me ko event bi say na big say ya me share lightning. And no lightning no andi UTV na wo sha. I overshadow any moment ye share opening ceremony so. And as big as the stadium was, now TV sound bia. The end of one say a sikafo na ye o made. It's about lightning any sound there and the nya ne wanwa. But nyema mienu anaye me fe pa ene minim ha wo mo ye national teams na ba no so mo de mo jesi ehye whether it was a robot and also be na stem film unhu ade a na ehye sa national teams colors no ba na ekosa ba chance na ami imagine me say akwai say robot bi na o mo ashara manufacture sa robot no e the national every 32 teams na aba World Cup no omdo obia jesi access our robot no and announce obia presence our World Cup no. I think say that was very 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 beautiful. One beautiful aspect of the game any mascot na omo flying mascot
official mascot for the World Cup this is the mascot
and we are the mascot suspended in the air. The BM creme and I suspended and I tried I think this was very 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 beautiful. But I think that I think about a good music and this okay waving flag. I think some waving flag opening ceremony and
so they did very well. All the World Cups
yes,
official songs and it was super.
But waving flag almost 2010 World Cup no. Now waving flag was not official song. The official song was Waka Waka by Shakira. But Coca-Cola for now it releases our waving flag. But waving flag even after 12 years I say ayakoye it's still relevant and now it's you know they almost say every World Cup official song be any opening ceremony that was also very 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 beautiful. One other aspect is can't be any opportunity to host a bigger tournament like this or the opening ceremony demonstrating the culture and you say opening ceremony kata for culture and so kakra then also another very beautiful aspect. But if we and Morgan Freeman and it's only Morgan Freeman.
Yes, sir.
Morgan Freeman a famous actor. Because the last
episode London has fallen
and Angel has fallen.
Angel has fallen.
The latest movie I'm Angel has fallen. And the Omeki statement.
I remember Morgan Freeman statement.
Yes, Morgan Freeman, but the statement, and the very short but very very profound. Was say baby I be free and then World Cup and United we are seeing and I'm it doesn't matter where you come from. Africans and Europeans are mingling together. Asians and Arabians, Christians, Muslims, we are united at this particular moment. But can we make this unity last longer after the World Cup? Because it tells you ubeko fie no say ye ba obia de bibia to nchen na abusana be united ya kokrom on say when there's a festival bi ba krom a ase obia de bibia to nchen na kro na be united, but right after the festival, right after the funeral, then you go back to those pettiness that divides us. Morgan Freeman say what matters most at this moment is the unity of the world. Say see the football matters obia de bibia to nchen ama we are seeing now united towards one goal. So unity way, can we make it last longer even after the World Cup? But the bigger question is very possible, because right after the World Cup we are going back to the same pettiness that divides us: religion, tribalism, ethnicity, racism. At the World Cup, racism will not matter. At the World Cup, religion do not matter. At the World Cup, ethnicity will not matter. But right after the World Cup, you go back to these pettiness that divides us. I think says a statement, you know. Yes, then chat near free near for mo be near say after the World Cup, no, ya can't boom no. Sang kabum na we are seeing at this moment, you know. Can we make it last longer? That was a beautiful message.
From Morgan Freeman and the statement, and I say what unites us here in this moment is so much greater than what divides us. How can we make it last longer than just today? And Morgan Freeman will make any statement to make here the opening ceremony about the FIFA World Cup. And I go back to the pictures. What Christian was talking about today. Sir, a quite representing the 32 nations are qualifying on jerseys no. Say they almost see the share and I won't shut them wide but events na Kasanefe and a Christian can say Scania dia simple but very nice.
Yeah.
And if I know because I'm last year for how many minutes? My son we got time I'm many bar me also no. Now almost start event na that my monitor from the beginning till the end of the event. But these are many more other pictures and opening when only the video about the official World Cup song. I friends say higher no. Ti almost ever for me and mascots need be from previous World Cups. No display some of the mascots from the previous World Cups. So and this is the official mascot for this year's World Cup. Qatar. And CDC and our branch on Morgan Freeman so a stage, you know, very nice, very beautiful, very beautiful.
And disabled, say World Cup, say whether you are disabled and also doesn't matter at this moment.
Yeah.
And now I'm sure fan park no. What Qatar from prepare for this event too.
Very prepared.
Fan park no. Must have make special provision for disabled people. Obi a say be the 9 no crowd. No person ko tran baby a. The opportunity a bit ma ko tran baby a bra. We get disadvantage. We send you everything has been catered for by Qatar at this World Cup. Yamon pa say on say first day World Cup any major event there. Ubenya SSSR. Yako animu na ultiminya mistakes biya but you who so far no dey I think say bibia you okay so far.
Okay biggie mama tell so the opening ceremony and Sunday about the opening game Elsha tournament in Cassandra.
And everything about the opening ceremony was beautiful. It was colorful and I never call me who you say Qatar for no empese after the World Cup. If we have to be bebre aka I am bonny and say negative about the World Cup. Already who's still right on some how Qatar got it. Quite fast woman who see this particular World Cup. A man for be criticized to the extent to say Nanko for being percent hosting right in a Jeffrey Katansem. But Qatar from day one actually say, oh my already say World Cup no mube hosti. And quite be on mube fast to be on hosti World Cup ni be on mube. It is since it started. You be a bekabia. Nakata for now, they are going to do things that end for problem the usual World Cup period. Almost a Qatar schedule. Almost okay, and November, December. Time and Nakata you said the bear will be able to me okay. Even at that moment, Europeans and Americans and they complaining. Say one of store beashe. Almost your stadium be over her born quadia. You better kisses they provide air conditions. Our stadium bia said you better at least more mobile stadium have her born in move okay. Now money have some very her so everything concerning the World Cup, it is because I'm not for doubting the capabilities of the Asians. Apart from that, human rights and some certain restrictions in tea. So they want to try as much as possible. Say, Omubayama BBIF. Now you could World Cup New Year. And Conquer say, oh, Katakrampo say, Kai, Modi World Cup ni Mono, Eli Bini, no Muntini yet. But still, that is how come they are investing so much. This is the most expensive World Cup. More than $200 billion. And I must spend it on this particular World Cup. And to check how prepared they are. Osha documentaries concerning the World Cup preparation near the end. Almost everybody who are involved in everything they are doing. People are expertise on fire. Being it from Europe, being it from America, and one can for everything they are doing because Oma say World Cup na Maria say they were capable of hosting the World Cup and and see these are some of the results you are going to get. Say that's a case can Kenya there simple effort. Obi o scana adia obi ayebi almost what decided to obey there. especially when Wakika wants them. When you push a lion to the wall, you see its reaction. It is certainly almost reacting. We are saying, say yes, World Cup normal hosting year, and years to come, people are still going to talk about this particular World Cup. Say, any the best in terms of ABR play and as ABR and year because of restrictions. Any idea crampona hosting the World Cup itself. Anything about football and Kasadie. They are going to make sure say be kama. Now years to come, no, if we are saying and that is how come they are spending a lot on everything, Andy.
And see, I know the opening ceremony, the FIFA World Cup, and I shall say, Qatar, and see, and be, and I just say good. But before some best started, and first game, no, say, TV this one, and one opportunity, no, every seat on a provided gifts. Omo de adie to so, omo de gift to so, omo package adie o bag mu edit to every seat. And to be no okọ stadium or okọ witness opening ceremony, and of course to also game bi bia no seat bia betna so bia no na enti ne Chris he one big mo he so on the seat bia omo de bag to so
e die ne wum no
e jare ko ne ma obehu ne ma na e wo bag ni mu
get fees ni azama discount to
aha ti bi o ne ma o provide here bi ni ne ma na o bon wum na we ni say tag Bakuna say a bottle. Ti Niama mu provide here for Enro Babe tournaments Nibino. And the opening ceremony. It be Enro to Sunitine. Zenia can no prepare very well.
If yes, you World Cup.
Now was we be novelty. Also, almost percent on person with something. A be see that. Ebem. Na Ebo World Cup New Year. You have something extra to talk about. So maybe for the first time, na Uto take it. And it could walk up now Tinasia. We see it in Usono. Also, near some gift. So they want to create some moment here. A real walk up. Now the world will still be talking about it. Na even Pie say one day, maybe some Kumuyana. You can see.
No, cause was as over say Kumuyana.
Baba ask what them now. We try to take it now. We package this
police bet in our
meat pack a crani
because remember police dinner because I'm before you.
Since the CIA say see Chris say dim ko mo ni ko run stadium. I doubt that's how you beat me.
But the car was aligned so.
Na bolo
na unya Africans be 6 echo the same sport na a seat be 3 empty and hoda
o ma peke
you be fashion bag him da fufi na wedding come for ko e famu ba fi na.
This and many more and happen here in Qatar and now where the opening ceremony now just a colorful event now Omomunya Kwai and so Echo Stadium Echo Witness the opening game no unya opportunity as also enya chede ediku fie and to we proud to the game and won 7 at here but you remember first game na kana opening game na nkasa so na ya be hwese die here Christian Kaso and Sempi Eka about the World Cup and a big so ka say afen want to say game tia. Now before this tournament, Qatar for them call World Cup da. Now some the big retrim. Now watch the India will make his statement. But I know, yeah, sure. Jumedi and as the first game I shall say no. Abrantia France, Enna Valencia, and this year's World Cup when the opening goal at the this tournament our Qatar. Neither mami Enna Valencia also to honorable 2 goals. In fact, also 3. Bako disallowed by the video assistant referee. That goal, you know. Christian Openau was the reason why referees now call this an offside.
Very simple. Keeper na P. Into defender na keeper na Chino is not acting as the goalkeeper. The keeper na be out for a player.
Exactly.
And you know, draw line. I think it's a 9 and 9. 9 pen across here. But I na unim law ni mo. Obeka say as a cutter for no last man or a defender into a play. Equal for last man on by a managed to keeper na a player every chair. The keeper now becomes an outfield player, and then the player now better goalkeeper now is considered as a goalkeeper. And also interest over to match ball.
Yeah, who player won't mean
yes.
You are counted as a goalkeeper, but won't me and handle ball, no fancy ball. And the semi-automated offside technology now. FIFA confirmed before the tournament so be used, now it was a work and it took I think 16 minutes and Sadia no into operation. No, go about offside go about time. A small time.
10 minutes, yeah.
10 minutes. Okay, na buy into play. Nti enu nie say na Chris I educate you no. Time at the moment a goalkeeper ni pie no. The last Qatarian player or no better ebe goalkeeper. Enti Emma Valencia mo any the other players no play an offside. I don't know referee the referee from Italy Daniel Osato and then assistants no calling for an offside but quite apart from that Emma Valencia again from a penalty spot Ebenya first goal and Osansonia second goal goes by in the first half Ecuador and the group with Qatar, Senegal and the Netherlands. Christian, my younger game anymore. Ecuador and Valencia 2 goals.
Of course. Thierry Kaka open someone the nefe. But bottom boy ni die. Enra na manfu bisa say omontia si FIFA nsanya ranking ni bim. On which basis? Because maybe omoji Asian Cup ni tina omoye rank ahead of Ghana. But ball omo ye die. Saturday ni can say since I World Cup by 79 countries and about World Cup nibi Qatar airborne the first World Cup making them the 80th country airborne World Cup nibi. Now we understand why I'm World Cup nibi that Andy Senka enya the best na air hosty and a more automatic right to play at this World Cup born your share and run it dear Andy in deserve a World Cup game na one obebunu radem da virgin radem da me bisa me radem say o say they are two sides to express themselves.
Oh yes,
sad and rakata for the they played like a virgin when they be me radem me am for tai kam yan ka say me hu bida there were two sides to express themselves enra una mubo fie wo hwe mu group na team on betime nya a point from equal because in the same group Netherlands was a group and Senegal was a group and to look at the cheapest at least we try so be free against Ecuador qualify from a CONMEBOL teams that qualify Ecuador also 4 so they are not even among the top teams from a CONMEBOL and then we share line up and say these people are very timid 5-3-2 host nation your first game against Ecuador packet 5 defenders and also about 3 midfielders so 10 outfield players in the see kind edema a Qatar 8 of them at all the time were defending when you see a ball first half in the Qatar only one touch let's say be a shot on target too one touch Ecuador for the penalty box 1 touch and one side offside. You bought 90 minutes in the Qatar enya a single shot on target. Now, the next time I one say in a 5-3-2 formation. On say obejai my opponent number ball because you are not having men up front. But omudu half of the pitch there. They should not find spaces because you are supposed to have 8 men in your own half. And our first half, near about 68% of possession or Qatar for half when they were supposed to have numbers. And maybe since the starting World Cup 2010 and at the host nation every mode the group stage that's for the first time
South Africa
the first time I ever World Cup not team na a hosting every mode group stage Qatar will be the second now already almost set the first record by being the first host nation or losing the first game at the World Cup. Even in South Africa 2010 South Africa first game was against Mexico. 1-1.
Yeah, Shabalala.
Yeah, 1-1. But even that was not good enough. And we moved from a group stage. And the way they played against Ecuador, I think that one shot even Ecuador won ever missed this opportunity because they could have scored more goals. Because Netherlands forced here team here 5. One has Senegal forced here team here 5.
The next game on Senegal.
And maybe the better qualifying. And will share more goals against Qatar. I'm very happy for Ena Valencia. Ena Valencia someone or sometimes a bit emotional. Also see I come a Western pay. Yeah. Obolon Edema Everton Premier League no succeed. By now I can say 2014 World Cup was 3 goals. Because was 3 goals and at this World Cup was about 2 goals. You can say he's a player. The number of goals at the World Cup the same with El Platini or then Romario one Raul Zidane nyinaa no the same number of World Cup goals. It was starting World Cup really, but again it was against Qatar. It Senegal from Enfensue Bibi. Netherlands from Enfensue Bibi. Some person qualified there. He cut a tone chain because we be a no. It's a team snack no. How you square it up is what matters most at this moment. Qatar there. Me sure say any hosting right now. Can the next 100 years kwano bobo work almost pap
and udum say no game na Qatar supporters ne be no first half no yeah ba be first half na ajare ma yem cost yem correct stance ni na yeah Qatar fans no because edru ba be game ni 2-0 nipa am so no ko fie na do so chen o ma no aka o mo stadium this picture tells us all Oma mo sorry ko fie no mo do so chen o ma no mo stadium no minim em so ba no mo so ba be shey kwara bigi yeah first game nim
and the mama share from the supporters no pictures when he sees I was a bit surprised say minim the kind of confidence ana Qatar for nenya in this particular World Cup and a supporter of a nation na sa one World Cup ni bi da na one opportunity na sa mo ko World Cup the minimum say you go to the World Cup to enjoy yourself. I mean, you see Ghana as an example. In 2006, na Ghana mo World Cup dano. Time Ghana qualify, you say you call Germany 2006 no. Every Ghanaian, and I say almost every Ghanaian, if not all of us, at the ana ye kwa when say Black Stars no kwa bobo World Cup mo. Yen ko bi da. Enti ye ko tena TV achi. Na ya hwe World Cup, ya hwe ye Black Stars. Na ya enjoy football ya ji ani no obi apene ba bia ko. The people who were leading at the team at that time, no need confidence that Black Stars beat me because I first time. It's the idea I'm paying for the team and say, you call World Cup na GNE. You expect to be here. It is Kaya, one of your best players. You call AFCON in 2006. I would be red card like Kingston. You call World Cup because no me see the first 3 matches of the tournament, which was in the group stage. It's in for the technical team and the people at the FA, the people in charge of affairs. No one say Ghana and team qualifying konenim. It's like can say Yamfana Kubi. And ye in the missing chain. When we qualified, afraid in Naya, Nankalaye Kingston. But they say we were only going there to enjoy ourselves because they are first timers. Yan certain standards beyond for my own. And I say Mark Biase. I was here meeting this particular mark Debbie. It's looking at that example. Now her Catalan World Cup in Bida. Now open the first game. I was expecting the supporters Sabana Mobile Stadium to just come and have fun. But I team Nechi, you show 50, you show 10, you show 20, you just enjoy yourself and then go home. But Qatar at a point, no, that won by 2-0. Nakata supporters both no move PF stadium. As if no money say World Cup or group no money about topic.
But image be as a equal the supporter be any sorry video.
Yes, no yes.
You originally see in the team go.
Okay. And originally you proud of one because
Omudja bruta. My friend shut up, sit down.
And some videos did now where stadium wa.
Yeah, stadium.
See your poor game no. Oma no can so shut up nyina no. Omo sa oni no abon nsa no. I don't know so take.
I only saw the 5-3-2 formation.
Oma hu the entire
why? The first match was against Peru, but now opening game near France versus Mexico. And then Lucien Laurent, the first ever player to score FIFA World Cup goal. No French international. So France and Mexico 4-1. And then Lucien Laurent a record. And yes, match na tournament na 13 July. And the US will say Belgium 3-0. But host nation, on the first ever game 5 days after 18 July. And no man France Uruguay. Eche Peru, Eshan by a long goal. And then a player and said, I say new Eka. I friend say Castro Hector Castro. Enya the first goal for Uruguay. Also na World Cup no said the final goal. Almost say Argentina 4-2 last game no. Ono na sa a close game no. To the first player say goal ma Uruguay. Ono also na sa said the last FIFA World Cup goal ma Uruguay je. So yenya sa match no 1934 opening match no na Italy USA and Asia 8 games you born the same time by Italy and we host nation enya 7-1 over US of A. So the heaviest scorer yenyan opening match no Italy and Ademaya 1934 beating US of A by 7-1 by 8 matches and you born at the same time our dabreno na say yenya matches mako eye enwotwe na yen omunyina no 16 countries omkosia no obia bie ne game na no pepepe 1938 eno so host nation na France omusha Belgium 3-1 by opening match no na Switzerland versus Germany born 1-1 the first time who say opening games na near even number of games in not draw mother. The first time you opening match, see about simultaneously. Say Obi Boama Yabe Twasono, not drawn game my. The first ever a match between Switzerland versus Germany in 1938. That was the 3rd edition of FIFA World Cup. And also ball 1-1. And here Twasos 1950. Brazil the host year on one ball opening match, beating on my first America 4-0. 1954. Ebaso Switzerland, Benya Switzerland, and a for opening match. Opening game was played 16 June. At the 17th, and Switzerland say Italy by 2-1. So host nation in the first game was Lusu. Yes, or Renee. 1958, Ebaso Sweden a ball opening match, beating Mexico 3-0. 1962, Ebaso Chile, Eshe Switzerland 3-1. That day you bought 2 matches the same time. On my first Brazil, Eshe Mexico, Esu 2-0. Yes, I would 66 England the host to World Cup no. England share Uruguay. Omni go able goalless draw. Opening match. Yenya 1970 Mexico and the Soviet Union now Russia. Goalless draw. Opening match as a host. Yebenya and yeba 1970 yeba 70 the no Mexico we no. 1974 to 2002 no. Opening game no. Eya wa J World Cup no. In this case, Caribbean this season, this edition, France and Betiano,
defending champions
automatically qualify to play the World Cup.
Okay.
From between 74 and 2002. Okay. So sad time no, not 70. Okay, Oma J World Cup, 1970 or Mexico. Okay, Brazil na J. So yeah, we 74 West Germany no. No, so I'm in about first. I'm in Yugoslavia. Equity goalless draw 13th year June. Yes, I am 78. West Germany the World Cup 1974. 78 about Argentina. To many Argentina. Argentina say so. Tidano. Omene Poland Ebiano as a defending champions. Goalless draw. 1982 Ebasu Spain. Year 78 na Argentina and a defending champions. And Year Spain 82 no. Also Argentina ne ball pre-match. Belgium shen 1-0. 1986 Yewramo Mexico no na 82 Omaya Haji World Cup near Italy 31st May 1982 opening match no was Italy versus Bulgaria. Italy ni Bulgaria about 1-1. Yes, I would have 1990 Yewramo FIFA World Cup no na Argentina and Akwaji Mexico 86 Jago Armando Maradona our wonders and the hand of God go. The greatest goal when it comes to FIFA World Cup history or Quinipa Bensia as our boss goalkeeper Shilton Emma Niama Koye at the Maumani at the Argentina beating England or that quarter-final stage at Wasukoje World Cup. So yeah, 1990 no so Amubo pre-match African opposition Cameroon Esheno by 1-0. Yes, I will Amubium our host nation was 1994. Ebaso US yekono na Germany na champions omukwa share Bolivia opening match enti opening matches no na no so to aso a ba ya ba yenya host nation also on so bon opening match esanse from 74 no na defending champion and opening it is 74 no defending champion share no na host nation West Germany on so share the match o share Chile 1978 no Argentina ebo Argentina try Belgium share 1-0 by yesterday obeje cup no it says ye wuram no na say o my friend say Mexico akoto nchenchen esa say host nation no o say wotena ho ma defending champions but host eduru no so no Mexico share Belgium 2-1 ye ba 1990 no na no so o my friend say Italy and a host on also win over Austria by a long goal. And Tiato Aswa and a Senegal a year chato. Now France in a defending champions. 2002 France in a ball opening match. And a Senegal. Talk I player no. Boubacar Diop. Fantastic goal. That also now lose since in a captain. Mercedes ayi a we ni buy no a part of France team no. And Tony Silva make sure say do away boss we ba no so nyina say one day no ma no o me secure that win no on the day. And the do so ne break twatwa obi mo World Cup da okwa World Cup or winning the first match. Say no anakata mo World Cup da. Kata ntimi win in the first match. A break twatwa o ma bi ko World Cup da. A buy a winning the first game no. Na ye Senegal against defending champions. And an Yama ko ye Ghana ye first match Italy say. And say here no so no. Na Chile, China, Slovenia, and Senegal. 3 countries are no member World Cup da. No makobi. Sata na 66 countries na ko. Enti omo mi ansana ka ho a the 69 countries are almost wura mu no 67 68 69. So Senegal enya da win no. If you aba na 2006 FIFA de ba say wa who host no. One also be FIFA World Cup match na no. Ema niam so ekoso eni ye de aba ba wuram. Ena Valencia ya record. The last 5 World Cup matches are goes for Ecuador as on Nase. In the association football, no, South American player Bianu Awayebida. Aside one there all-time top scorer Adema Ecuador no. When it comes to World Cup, was 5 goals no. No player from South America. And Yaba World Cup was consecutive goals are num. Abra player Bia Mesha Bakun and share the name. And in association football, FIFA World Cup history, players are Ayebino. 3 players are Mbobomudin. Eusebio 6 World Cup games consecutive goals no obi anse bi nka no say bi andi yakọ Ghana menewo de bi awuhye go o sha obi nse bi nka ho o sha obi nse bi nka ho sa prince ansa na player ba ko di goal ba ko to atenem Eusebio Portugal 1966 and Paulo Rossi Italy one so has 6 attempts and Oleg Salenko Russia. So nyami aduma omo next game against Senegal. Say player bi anse goal no set goal. Obeba be ka 3 players amabo amudi wi. Amna be 4th player. Oh yes history no. Enso so wanti we any dia no a ekokwa so and your more World Cup opening match. And my first goal about World Cup near penalty da.
Okay. And yes. And Valencia.
Yes. First FIFA World Cup goal. From a sport kick no. Na nya de biasi e wa association football mu da enti no a kata ntimi anya de a no so ye kata di nkuguo aba record say host nation and all be in the match ano olusu ye
okay
yes, not opening match as in general ono akasa the game wa ntimi anwene opening game.
Martin Brighton, what tell the sports historian Watenekana Bodon Kwabesa Treka from country position. Now the England-Iran game now so about Christian. And the games the first game in America kano England-Iran. Now I remember probable lineups are pay now just a message say England-Iran no players have started for the English national team. What we've seen Jordan Pickford, Abrantia Francis Maguire, Eric Dyer, and John Stones, Luke Shaw, Declan Rice, Jude Bellingham, Kieran Trippier, Phil Foden, Bukayo Saka, Harry Kane. From what I've seen from the English side, and he over there, but Mamini Kanfawe in terms of Sa Amband no, one love Amband no. Say the FIFA for the Aban say captain I wouldn't boss Amband before say ref football ben ye kick starting game now but Amband when you look at. Tino England for any side as to some be and so more.
Now why don't you concentrate on football? Just a matter of 29 days pay. Let's concentrate on born nearby World Cup. Nasa trivialities now. A best the negative World Cup. Intimate swinging film. But England, who's England and raise expectation power. The last 2 tournaments are Gareth Southgate. Adding a national team now. It's your monument. Once when you are not noted for anything, we are Andy Okon no sadeno. But the moment you are introduced to it, that's a beya oda. E ka onkonanka unu su sadeno. Entenei onim say the last World Cup England ebo semi-final. Saman for refia semi-final and then lose to Croatia. That was a Southgate first major tournament. About that tournament in Rio. The next major tournament in 2020 and also on the national team every final losing on penalties to Italy. Science expectation and one raise ya omode eba into omo first game one omo born in there. But some BSc the English national team since omo lose final to Italy and the omo form no are very inconsistent. Say the English national team above 15 matches since Euro 2020 final. Those 15 games omo bono omo win 7, omo draw 3 and omo lose miensa. Surprisingly, and say who's a team be a back tournament say o pick at the right time. Now they run World Cup but England ain't winning game in the last 6 matches.
Hey.
Yeah, the last 6 games are the English national team abono omo winning game. Some of the results are one yano esa nim gwase the kaisa Hungary show 1-0 na away. Hungary said the 3 Lions 1-0 away no or start one or Wembley e be say 4-0 in between Italy send 1-0 when Italy sabo esa ebo 0-0 olusu 1-0 to Germany esa in fact our last game was a 3-3 drawn game against Germany. So team are ever into this tournament you raise the expectation omo matoso they say football is coming home but country now aji one World Cup no esi football yomo dia country na European Championship and unim so omo nyibida wo
England
Euros na yebo na nu ye Italy ji ye no England nyibida but they say football is yes into omo na Brazilian game team trankromwa by nay omo raise expectation and they need to meet it but and omo ya de bi ukofikesie mu a tiade we anytime England boko World Cup bia no o win the first game one the following year no the first game they struggle.
Hey.
Yes. Until this year or winning the first game one. Next year, the first game, the English national team always struggle. Yama breakdown that me first 98.
Okay.
1998, the first game was Tunisia 2-0. So the following year was 2002, almost Sweden 1-1. 2006, one team answer Sweden in 2002. No, about 2006, almost a Paraguay 1-0. By about 2010, and the Omni US about 1-1. So they win our first game this tournament. Then the following tournament, you know, Andy, most likeliest results has always been a drawn game. Mekai said the last World Cup,
Russia 20.
Almost a Tunisia first game 2-1. But in between 2010 and 2014, now I think 2014 kwade almost so first game to Italy. Yeah, we is our group no. Only say England away. 2014 we have group of England demuna na England, Costa Rica, Italy and I think say Costa Rica, Uruguay, Italy and England away we 1 point. It's the last World Cup no they won their first game. It's no oh yeah betina almost our record we be very careful and be minded Bandy Iran for a bomb 10 consecutive World Cup. They are ranked at 20th. And it's our group, no, and a worse any USA womb. Mineso said they will qualify. Our last 2 games was a 1-0 win over Nicaragua. And our last game before this World Cup, no, almost 2-0 to Tunisia. And you know, say England for person make a statement in this World Cup. Group no the air4 and on the first day, no. Because of where we are, US and USA, comparatively. USA better tougher than team Iran. USA is supposed to be better and tougher than team Iran. So on your first day on your team say Air Force you need to beat them. Andy, say about World Cup now. Upe teams are about 10 games the goals per game the lowest Iran. Iran go per game at the World Cup. May the teams are about 10 or more games and they start.
Okay.
Iran go per game for any team about 10 or more game at the World Cup 0.6. So they don't score. And you know, per this their pedigree. Now now first game, one make a statement when tougher opponent bar. That is why you see the English national team struggling. Because the last World Cup and the not Belgium with the same group. Almost Tunisia 2-1 win. Almost Panama 6-1. But what third game was against Belgium. Belgium showed 2-1. And you know your team of say make a statement. Now the first win 2. Now you press a few so. So the US ba and a West ba already win your first game 2 games na kano with a 1 win per can one qualify to the next stage. And then what's the lineup on the me so say Kyle Walker be too early for Kyle Walker. It may or 3 back na. It Trippier right back. Na look sure about left back. Let me share what's in previous games na double pivot. Abrante friend Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice, but Calvin Phillips about only 44 minutes this season. When you're active, into Declan Rice and Abrante friend Jude Bellingham. When you're good form for Borussia Dortmund, and about start position. If you fold in any Bukayo Saka playing behind Saka, Kane. Nanka me pese Abrante friend Leicester full play. James Maddison should have got to the place in this squad lineup. But beyond this, we are sure it's a way there easy for the English national team to have their first win, and not just 1-0. I'm going for over 2.5 win for the English national team over Iran. Okay, don't forget say Iran and anyone. So FC Porto Abrante friends Taremi and a belly the attack Iran. So possibility say you must wait go no. Very high. Biggie, may I have some game Ansani about the other games? So,
and Chris I care a lot about the game, but England for no are in full confidence. So this particular World Cup there, I'm going to say be a fair, be a more fair. Harry Kane granted an interview or say, I'm on a banner more banner there. I'm about the bomb homoding. They only need a step. Now World Cup now Omodia because in recent major tournaments they trend very well. So in 2018 World Cup no to be kopiem in the semi-finals. After that 2020 Euros no mo ball finals and Italy edge trophy ni free omonsem. So they believe say from semi-finals of the World Cup to finals of the Euro, which is another major tournament, though and yet the same tournament. Yeah. But I don't believe say with how good they are performing in major tournaments there, near semi-final, near final. This is the time I was here Coco PM, na itimi Coco get trophy no, and that is the kind of confidence England for the eba. On the last 6 matches, Nasser Krisekan has been very poor. Oma draw 3 and Oma lose 3. And I'm so UEFA Nations League in the Crampono, they've been relegated from the UEFA Nations League. I care how poor the form now this time around. But the World Cup, and shots here just the net. The World Cup starts from the qualification, and England for no confidence because a World Cup na and looking at the World Cup qualifications in the England for the matches on boy, out of 10 matches. 10 matches no boy, almost 39 solid goals. Almost winning 8 and almost draw 2. And almost 39 goals in the qualifications and conceded just 3. It's they are in full confidence. So I feel in quadie. If you are looking at player for player, England has a lot of quality also the BT Iran, no doubt about it. But in football, I always say that there are times I never ding, and there are certain players who should stand up to the party. And Iran for the banner mobile, say you both let you over the sea anymore. Player for player, bad deal to play kita quality to England for. But when things are difficult, the Iranians are always going to count on Mediterranean. The lead marksman for the Iranian team, playing for FC Porto. A Tomono say he's a player who has a lot of quality over media World Cup win. Apart from that, they have a very good and an experienced coach, Carlos Queiroz. I don't know to so fat him. It was somebody who qualified them. Scotch it ready on qualifies, no don't qualify here. And on Carlos because they have a lot of belief in him. And this is a timer. Wabababe coach leader is looking at what he did with them in the first time. I'm person no answer the World Cup no. And I'm feel say giving that opportunity. Papa ne betimi aye adwuma. Mediterranean we are talking about Andy. So what Harry Kane dina so yam meshewa. This is another player on 2-3 dia or so yam shew. In the Portuguese league this season, about 13 matches and the FC Porto. And they be another say World Cup never World Cup of form because player performance how the whole team. You break it a World Cup into that same form and I'll be replicating in the World Cup. 13 matches now about was just 6 goals and 5 assists. 11 goal contribution. 11 goal contribution in 13 matches. Harry Kane on the other hand also 12 goals, 1 assist in 15 matches. It is a show me no. The gap between the two, even though you're two different leagues, I admit. But in the Champions League, when you Champions League, I can about 6 matches, watch 1 goal. Maybe tell me about 5 matches, I have 5 goals for FC Porto in the Champions League.
Wow.
And this is the kind of player. The English defense is going to face today. Individually, England was through. Quality will be the change that of Iran. But there is this one player. I'll bet me the difference maker at the Iran. And only player was England for any head of a so. If you're looking at the lineup of England for a possible some move to me at this particular game more. Looking at the quality they have, I believe said the only idea to me affecting England and a complacency. From goalkeeping department to defense to midfield to attack. The only time England be affected this one be complacent. Only overconfident. So when we do and only the complacency I'm about relaxing. And then only bit me maybe I'll be laughing at the wrong side of your mouth. Apart from that, me who quite Iran befaso. It is football though with no disrespect. But looking at the quality at the disposal of England, any players now are available at this material moment, especially the attacking trio. Bukayo Saka, Phil Foden, and that of Hurricane. These are players who are free scoring players. Ebia Saka na this season a lot of goals. But open one of the midfielders, Thomas goals will be power EP anymore. What we money Phil Foden in film. He has the numbers. Any Hurricane 12 goals in the 15 matches. I'm expecting that these 3 players, no matter how difficult it is going to be, ever make it a day for the English national team. I am looking at maybe a 3-1, 3-0 scoreline for that of England. So when you're a good starter, a bit me have other results in that group. A bit me I a bit easy kaka because there are certain political allies in the group. England Wales, England and America, it is certain when you get the points that they do baby. It is football. FIFA seen the game near fair play, but no matter what, a drew baby, and to all the points you will do stage now. Won't call the first to be expected to England. About picking the 3 maximum points from that of Iran.
Okay, and I'm sure so. Beyond bad, you said the top liner game I ever saw on 9. Senegal up against Netherlands. Senegal team without Sadio Mane. Said Erika confirmed, but they are up against the Netherlands. Jarma, yeah, almost probable lineups are Abetoja and Anope and Sana game no. And so it's me about Senegal, the likes of goalkeeper Edward Mendy, Brantia Francely, and Sisi, and Sabali, defense. Yebanya Idrissa Gana guy, Nampales Mendy, and Sheikh Koyati, and so Fifina Creeping Diata, and Brantia Francely Bulai Dia, and Ismail Sa, and the attack, and so they are almost squad. And of course, the Netherlands almost squad, Yansatia Cobetina Statia, goalkeeper Lope, Brantia Francely, and Netanake. Virgil van Dijk and Justin Timber, Dele Blend, Frankie de Jong, and after Abrantia Francis Menes, and Denzel Dumfries, Cody Gakpo, Abrantia Francis Jansen, and Stephen Begwine, and so it's started at the Ama, that national team. Christian, yeah, game is okay.
A team backward, national team backward, or World Cup history, and the Ari who pie the Netherlands. Unim say football philosophies, ideas. Free sa my anymore bano and the nyasem get you omo and a tikita kabayo I initiate but ye ketimwa after everything any talent ma produce timi ni World Cup ni bi da Holland kan they are holding the Dutch national team ni say and the omolusu finals in kwamiensa they lost 74 final 78 final. And the latest one was 2010 when they lost to, I think it's Spain, 1-0. It's a team one. Among perennial and achievers. See, teams are saying Magic World Cup now. I think the Dutch national team say at least one trophy be there and Komaji. I won't give you that. But Bible say sometimes when I say okay, maybe I'll share see. Now Kaiho. Then it was Sunday school. Kai baby out here see. Omo 2010 finals and the Unum say 2014 ombo semi-final in 2014 Argentina na show mon penalties but if 2014 ibanu 2 major tournaments oman qualify
World Cup 2018
in 2016 oman qualify and to make matters worse for them the next World Cup the next major tournament was the World Cup in 2018. Oman qualified.
Oh, Russia.
Then Holland for now. They've gone back to the coach. Coach now. Odom come last World Cup in 2014. Odom go semi-final in Louis Van Gaal. Only coach team nene. The match you wanna dear Senegal say team ni na group ni na dear Dini.
Senegal.
So I'm expecting Senegal to keep it tight. We are the tight way. Now manage even a point from this game one. The other games, winnable games against Qatar, against Ecuador there. Then you go and win those games. The mentality of Senegal into this game is that let's make sure that we stay in this game as much as possible, and if possible, Senegal for them as a gidi omo pay win in this game, because in terms of pedigree and status, the Dutch national team business Senegal World Cup no. The man say human Senegal and say meaning maybe for the first time I able World Cup Ballon d'Or, the first on the list is missing.
Yeah, Karim
the second on the list is also missing the World Cup. It's in World Cup the last Ballon d'Or near play OD first. Karim Benzema Mobi. The OD su otosumienu in Sadio Mane is also missing the World Cup. Ademani J Adema the Senegalese national team they say hardly do they concede goals. Because nature keep on the last 8 competitive games, and emu 6 they kept a clean sheet. Now where line up now, it tells you why. Because more quality at almost all defensive departments. About goalkeeper, also goalkeeper in normal terms or a part of the defensive line.
Yeah.
Goalkeeper top notch world class goalkeeper. A chiro no more Koulibaly I will see a kind of Chelsea. In fact, sir, the obo on left back you see Sabalo.
Yeah.
We see a kind of man Rebetis. And no one and Kabwa Nanka Tulebalo Honum. I will see a kind of AC Milan. Money out 6 hours ago and I'm out of this game.
Okay.
But look at the defensive quality. Apart from back line now, or more a solid goalkeeper. No, Shomo say bomb fin momo. Oh, and Paris Benny of Leicester City.
Yeah.
Oh, Koyati. And Idrissa Ganagaya. They provide that protective shield for the defensive line.
How many now in the Premier League?
Yes, that is why 8 games at Senegal, 6 of them clean sheet, born terminate. And against the Dutch national team there, I think they should make sure they remain very compact and tight. Young game no. Next Senegal 8 make people clean sheet. They make clean sheet here then they say una one go enough to win your game.
Yeah.
Because one concede here, you don't lose. But one concede winning without conceding makes it so easier. Because 1-0 per no winning game no. That for team now. Where the car can. Oza adeba ko boy African for say obi esu naniwa. Abrante fan Memphis Depay out of this game. The entire mama ni je say senko obeka koni gap ho a anika djuma na edin. Because Memphis Depay might not be a top player to you, but in the qualifiers was 12 goals. And then can one gap no ebo attack na gap na dikika yabo 14 era division games. Those 14 games apart from goals I also 9 goals was I provided 12 assists. So these are the players that Senegal will need to watch out. The real game now from the African perspective, Senegal ain't a draw in this game. When you draw in this game it makes qualification much more as a insight. Because you draw this game then your next game you win against Qatar. Now we need Qatar we are and you only Ecuador there so the first game is very crucial. Ecuador winning the first game Senegal losing the first game pressure begin to mount on them. It's in order to reduce that pressure I think the first game against the Dutch national team there Senegal for should not be arrogant. And you say we are the African champions. You be a bit consecutive. Make sure someone remain compact. Not born to net. Now when you have one chance you take it, then you win the game.
Big Kakrebe na yemra Black Stars Sarafi Bed Power Premier League games course. Kakrebe on Senegal and in Netherlands game.
And a difficult game. Yes, a very difficult one for that matter. The Dutch national team. On the last 2 tournaments, and I say last 2 tournaments, World Cup, they were finalists and on the semi-finals. Everybody third. Ever 2014, 2010 they were in the finals. 2014 Omba third. Since then, 2018 Omo may say out of the tournament. And if they are coming back in 2022, Omo Baso will make a statement for themselves. Senegal, on the other hand, was in 2018. But Senegal about 2018, no, only Japan had the same points in that group. But now was Senegal free at the group stages because of a fair play rule. And as Senegal at the free because no more the same points. In the Akikani Mabum Titi Freeman near the fair play, Senegal the other way at the free and as Senegal free. As they come in this particular season, no, and after this time around, they would also want to prove a point to everybody. So never bet me at the amount this time around. Oba first match in every tournament. Oba kick started very well. But then again, you ask yourself, will Senegal get that kind of confidence? Some of the kick started well. Going into a major tournament, now a key player, Sadio Mane, out. I know the only player was Senegal team, but maybe no. Say if Lionel Messi should be out of the Argentine national team, the kind of vacuum, another take credit to team, as I said, they were with the with no disrespect to the other players in the Senegalese team. What Sadio Mane brings on board, there is no other Senegalese player. I don't know about this Adi Abreu. Who is Sadio Mane seen here? They are now going to be counting on Ismail Assar, who has gotten around 6 club goals and Odeba in the World Cup. And who compare the experience of Ismail Assar and then the performance to that of Sadio Mane. The Dutch national team, on the other hand, has their full arsenals. Cody Gakpo getting 13 club goals this season, and on the World Cup with a 12 assists in the league alone. And Odeba, these are the kind of players on Mobile and it makes it difficult. So we share these people are. But if you look at the defense of the Senegalese team and the attack of the Dutch national team, I'm expecting the Senegal team to be capable of handling the attack. But then again, the Netherlands has a very good record against African sides. And the Netherlands team, in all competitions, about 19 games and a African opponents. Out of those 19, no, Oma lose just 2. Oma win 12 and Oma draw 5. And certainly, so I have the Dutch national team. Now, Oceania African opponents are how good they perform. No, I bet chance at the end of the day, Senegal. Senegal should be wary of the flanksmen of the Dutch national team. So Louis Van Gaal, he operates from the flanks. It's the Senegal per results in this particular encounter. I'm going to make sure I'm going to put the brakes on the flanksmen. Dumfries and then Dale Blend. These are going to be the men in a 3-4-3 system and they operate as wing backs for the Dutch national team. And the Senegal making sure so I'm going to be flanks on no stop these guys are. A bit me one of many results to be able to do that. I was also the attackers tracking back a lot. Number one, the defenders. If only they do this, they are going to get a favorable result, not necessarily a win. So Senegal are winning pro. Naturally, for me, draw in this particular game. I bet one in their subsequent games because for Qatar they are not expecting so many points against that of Senegal. Ecuador. And I be over hard drink because you know these South American teams they play more or less like Africans. They also come in to fight a whole lot. So if you get a draw in this particular game, now when you win against that of Qatar, it cushions you very well. And results be at least a draw fighting for against Ecuador, which be the core enemy. And I believe Senegal goes in with this kind of mentality, a bit to be a very good results. But then again, the record of Netherlands against African teams, 19 matches, we're losing just 2. We're winning 12, we're draw 5. Okay. It makes it difficult, any quality in BBR. But we are in to enjoy a very good game here this afternoon, Andy.
Okay, I know games because don't forget, Sabina US and Suni Wolves are almost available later in the day, 7 p.m. I know, so this year, I'm watching a bar side game in the room, now the Hunsem and so at media. But yeah, but the Black Stars of Ghana, so as also, and at the Bet Power Premier League in the neighborhood, said the Manchester course over the weekend, name Omar Enterprise, so can't afford to be Abima, Omar Enterprise, and also the Omoko, Omar Enterprise, Omar experts in car engines, and so when a problem be a engine, now person. We engine a bind to good shape for a number way Nani Omar Enterprise for Newcomer Sanso and almost services living engine repairs, catalyst converter functions, exhaust pipe repairs or replacement woma ye ho ade panti oma enterprise e wo Crofro magazine first gate oma number no 0201 260963 0201-260963 now ni Oma Enterprise and so etmi edin komo royal foam no kwaje mattress no royal foam aso na daso mattress ne de we hear quality no daso en kwada de obeda so o kon be ya wachi na ho nam nyina yo basa royal foam no na wo je na auto royal foam a ni asanso ama royal pillow Sumia beda so be Fabian pa ne nyina royal foam sa dwom omo so showrooms ne also borom e wo biam na kwaji bia na se frɛ 0202 27100 0202 royal foams say rest assured tap send mo ne say wo US wo Canada wo UK
code of conduct that borders on attitude, that borders on team behavior, that borders on respect for authority, respect for your coaches, discipline in camp, conduct as well. Ebano, only said penny bikra issue. You need to find an appropriate way over channel grievances through. It engage the leadership of the team, but now say training players players Abuda discuss all the various areas in the document. And and honestly, within 24 hours, they all came back to tell us that they are ready to respect whatever has been arranged. Into be a copy, Kona Kokai, the Bichrewadria, the Kache, Oba, Chechemu, near the amount of the team. We were not ready to compromise on our position. Eventually, all the players, the technical team, the management team, other service providers, including Niamino Kase, the Ashenkata, she said, ye be behaving well. Ye better Shubampe, Beka, Quaker, BNC, the team will come BNC, send ye be a Benya Sumtre, and ye be focusing on the competition. And for me, I think that from time when I come for about 4 or 5 days, or Abu Dhabi, ABC, Niamino Kase, everything has been near perfect. In PI also, Joe. So training time, 4:30 by acha 4:50, 4:25. Obakona basi ni mwema no bia team. Na yeko. We ya no bia arashiko basi. Ya dani ya niaba. Which is no so mo. Man kitting my phone ring go dinner, my phone ring go breakfast. And Kasawa dinner and Kasawa lunch and Kasawa breakfast. Sunday morning, I never be I that but a very, very crucial to keep a team together because a discipline in camp will be discipline in camp, respect for time, respect for one another. Now, it goes a long way to affect the team chemistry positively. It is a way as a member of the team, management, technical, and other service providers in Ashenkata.
Eno kasama for the Ghana Football Association Henry Asantishum nana wacheche mudientia and I say here say members of the Black Stars are as a contingent on work atano now some sign a code of conduct but say the no Black Stars we a new player now ba ye initiate with a dance now and no sound so cause new players from baby to say Salis mo and so ejina mo say saka kran so etimi akoso edu baby coach Samuel Bodu on other coaches and so ko no wo mu nyina na also mu dia say baba no so nya videos no ahwe nemom eno ade bi so see e wo Black Stars come say jare wan ta kan me because I'm not update away from the Black Stars saying to by say almost just after 12:30 Qatar time on Sunday November 20 the emergency alarm at the Ghana Team Hotel in Doha Black Stars camp and Coach Bodu nie and omuma Coach Bodu so edi asakakra ejina mo Coach Bodu introduce who the chair players no we introduce the whole editor Black Stars players no say ono so ba besua de afindi na ba so mra meso edi nto ba say oba no ba besua de nti enu nti na muhu no e wo camp ro me no me so say coach edi asakakra because so ba sa na omo aso ye hono we new person na oba ya na asakakra enso etimi because nti ye na ye ntie Coach Bodu ye hwe Coach Bodu asare nti Coach Bodu na gina mu no ni Coach Bodu no na odi gina mu say hi but no just say normal was maybe I didn't do no sa and ebeba. Christian, Black Stars of Ghana, getting ready. Salis in here. On some money, Diasa. Salis in Diasa. Yes, Salis Diasa. Kama pa. Christian, Mamintio.
Coach Bodo aside the media nevia, the form Nafina, Yebe, Humbia, the form Pentecost as on them, Genevia. Coach Asanye. But and the idea in Paris will be a new environment. Settling in very difficult. So you will be crying now, maybe out to Kumasi. Now, what to echo traffic for more. One have first 1 month in Ukraine. So why now, mom, you accommodate no more friendlier, feel comfortable in the house. It be a back settings be any environment for the first time one. More than that for how you receive that person, and feel at home. So rituals na blasters for new players, and me endorse it. Because why you're very careful. Once a new player come into the blasters, now ultimately expression when this is done, as a part, well, I
believe say bo we ase no, and I say nipa ba we ase no. Na mre ni ho. But mre ko ne nim no. Obati yeso obi akotwa obiti. Ne de mra ba say yamfa mra we ntuo no na se kire bi nipa obi kokotwa obiti bi ma ye nkwan ayere ne ba fa so. Enti boni a nipa ye no. Eno ne nam so ma mra ba wi ase. The last time Ghana played in the World Cup was in 2014. 2018 and me qualifier. 2014 year ball World Cup. We had players who go to the extent to say management members are soon our Black Stars camp. Today Sulemuntai has apologized. Yes, and only dancing. But sadly ne koko see unity. Now was a tour because Ebiana Black Stars in core major tournaments be ankonya issues to be said that. Ebiana Black Stars in core major tournaments Emma a player Emma management team member Sunda. But this time around the BSC nti was here di mra bi ba na sa kire bibiam sia enkwaya ni nipa ko ne be fa so. It is good so almost sign that code of conduct. But one thing I want to going to say is say so bi ko ye mistake na so fo mo mra ni ria and the Emma favoritism mem. That is the problem now. Emma ni ebetimi ache. Emma teni diso. Obi wo camp wa fom. But say nipa na wa fom no. Ebi o senior player. Ebi o din, ebi o constituency of Black Stars camp ho. Etini e baba be yese ne de ma yan kata so ne nyai. Kata so won waso. Yes. Ebe wi ase no. Na young player na o tinchan na o ba no tutu usua. Yodi ya yoko ye you make sure say the same thing be ya drop because o nyina e from former. Mate, bigi, but I know almost so almost photo shoot. Ye Bet Power Premier League nso kakra no Saturday Kumasi Asante Kodoko Tamale. Kodoko share first go by we game not RTU for Atiashi 2-1 and hard to focus so 2-2 and edit here Bobo friends Dreams FC Accra Sports Stadium. Many other games because you heard no so. Tiano results now RTU 2, Kodoko 1, Brekum Chelsea 1, Great Olympics 0, Heart of Folk 2, Dreams FC 2, King Pfizer 2, Accra Lions 1, Legon City 0. Bibiano Gold Stars score 1-0. And I'm media man so Tenefisha Kutuku Royals by 1-0. Samatex Tenefisha Karela by 1-0. Bechem United Eshe 3 in Swatterman Miante Tamale City and so Chiabiana Stars about 2-1 and air results in series yet. Over table now. And I remember quick one here table now Fienfa Yeni Honku. But Biggie to say table the Diana Stars even though Lucia but the Sulika 16 points. Accra Lions toss to 2 15. Korokotoso 3 14. Great Olympics toss 4 Omo 14. Hard to focus toss 5 13 points. Bibiani Gold Stars toss 6 Omo 13 points. Intratraman toss 7 Omo 13. Bechem United toss 8 Omo 12. Rekum Chelsea toss 9 Omo 12. Legon City toss 10 Omo 11. Real Tamale United RT for toss 11 Omo 11 points. Mediama toss 12 Omo 10 points. Karela toss 13 Omo 10 points. Ken Pfizer toss 14 9 points. Dreams toss 15 Omo 8. Samatex 16 7. Tamale City 17 with 6 and Kotoko Royals toss 18 with 4 points. And the Mamisha here from Kumasi Asante Kotoko. I have heard a section of the supporters are a bit more calling for the head of a could say Duzabo. And the yes, Kotoko supporters no. So Munyabotre, she see it. The Kotoko supporters that are calling for the head of the coach, she see it. It is football. These results along the line, no matter how good we perform, minimum say be a BYT bet me aboya. Kotoko Ajiliga wako unbeaten in the season da. Menkaibi. It's in it clearly. The attorney say yet they are along the line. Ubenya these bad performances. It's
not the same venue. Even last season, Kotoko winning league.
Last season,
the same results.
Even when they won the league, lost. Tamale. It was 2-1. Kotoko had Frank Thierry Mbella, who was eventually the second top scorer in the Ghana Premier League last season. Oko Tamale would be Buanyago, but Kotoko lost. Before I started the game, no, na prosper na Teogum. And you could say Duzabo. Almost first 7 matches here pet. Obia win 4, LUC 1, Agro 2 in their first 7 matches. It is this coach, the first year in the Ghana Premier League, a new terrain, our own coach in that. Then I would Gina to cast a young Pamu coach, just because of what Tamale Akuluti. The difference between Onon and Prosper, and I say, Prosper first 4 matches was shady na, and some no common draw in I say. But say Buzabo Diano, there have been a bit of inconsistencies when it comes to winning. But still, the first 7 matches before the loss against RTU, no only Prosper, Obia winning 4, LUC 1, Agro 2. Kotoko supporters they nyabotre. This is football. But they are not RTU down. Just like last season, they needed these 3 points and that of Kumasi and Kotoko. On the day, there were certain players are inconsistent this season. Performance Papa Kakraba, these are the things we can draw the coach's attention. So now we are not making sure about when on the consistency levels of the players. But it is normal. It happens in football. It's exercising a bit of a patience. Now you know about Farmer team. Kumasi and Kotoko, nothing has spoiled, nothing has lost. It's a league season. Let's only hope say remember back from the World Cup break, now Niama Sisana Kotoko as found the winning boots near the Niama Kuyam Kakabi on heart. Yeah. Hearts of folk team and just on the other hand have faced a bit of inconsistencies. But then again you ask yourself, say, Slavgo Matic, I did bit media bonachi and say, Oma a good A performance bako, a Chenanatia from Kaka. But still, the fact still remains to say he's a new man in a new terrain. Football, Obitukwa in the first year, no matter what, it is an adaptation period. On coaching wa Ghana da, the first time in the Ghana Premier League. And don't remember these few matches, I'm finding out the coaching performance in here. There have been times I was doing an excellent performance against Babiani goals. Those changes in the second half, I winning game the man had to folk. Had to folk winning against an informal Car Lion side, down by a man. Against Dreams FC. We had Dreams FC at this season in Yaman Koyim Farmer Dreams FC. After so winning the first 2 matches, it will league anymore. On team winning Bium. Before meeting had to folk ayan Rano. Now the last 5 matches, one Lucy for no draw 1. And the Heart of Folk support and yet so I was saying team Dreams FC. What team Brigogeno? I was so yes, I did. But then again, maybe a Dreams FC down on to be so they put up a performance. A best service as an elevator. They paid and a free from home. And it was unfortunate it was against Accra Hearts of Folk. Just as I was telling the Kotoko supporters, have supporters okay. These things are things that happen in the season. They only have to support the team. Celebrate team me bouncing back. Now after the World Cup break, results never shot Yakuyandi. Okay, I know a biggie and I was telling Kano. Yankam say World Cup no the commentaries how do you know